Whenever we hear someone say, I'm going on a sabbatical break or I'm taking a substantial time off, we immediately imagine someone who is planning to shut off everything, go sit down with a big bowl of popcorn and watch TV all day. Or someone who is planning to just throw their feet up in the air and do nothing for weeks and months. Now, while physical rest is a major component of sabbatical breaks and long time offs, there is much more to it than just physically doing nothing. You know, personal sabbatical breaks, time off, when done right, can be an opportunity for great transformations to take place. This misconception is the reason why most people who enjoy being on the fast lane, or people who love to attribute a lot of prestige to busy living, like if you are always in a hurry, then you're a very important person. People like that tend to laugh at subjects like this, like, oh please, that's just an excuse for laziness. And to be honest with you, yes, there is that second group of people who sometimes love to jump on subjects like this because they're looking for a fancy word, you know, to cover up some form of laziness that is going on in their lives. And there's yet this third group of people who would jump on subjects like this because they want to use it to discourage those who are doing a great work. And you will often hear them say things like, oh please slow down, oh please you're all over the place. While maybe it's true that you need to slow down, they are not saying it from a good place. They are saying slow down, but what they really mean is shut down. You know, just shut down. You know, we're tired of seeing and hearing you. Just shut down altogether. The motive is not right. Now, I'm pointing out these three groups of people because I want you to be aware of the fact that I will not be sharing with you in any of these three voices. I also want to point to the fact that you may hear me use the word time off and personal sabbatical interchangeably, even though they have slightly different definitions. And the reason is because I just want to put everything under that umbrella of slowing down, of a ceasing, you know, from some things that have been putting you on the fast lane. Hello bloomers, welcome back. Oh my goodness, it's been a while that I've said that line. Actually, I think it should be your turn now to say it right, like welcome back Shanti. I would like to start by apologizing for not notifying you all of this long break. I'm going to explain the reason why in another video. But thank you all so much, my returning subscribers, for hanging in there and waiting for when I'll be back. Thank you for reaching out to me on Facebook and Instagram. Hey Shanti, we haven't seen you on YouTube. What's going on? That meant a lot to me. Thank you all so much. And if you're new here, come on, subscribe, join this beautiful family of bloomers where we learn to pursue our purpose, our dream with more clarity and balance. That said, let me jump right in and share with you three major ways that this time off benefited me and how a sabbatical can be life transforming for you as well. You know, I experienced some transformational things that I lack the wisdom to articulate or explain it in the same way that I experienced it. The first benefit was that it helped me gain more clarity for where I was. And please, it's not the clarity that I went in seeking, right? When I was going for this break, I was like, okay, yes, I'm going to have some time to sit back and gain more clarity for what the next step is going to be. But God was up to something else, something deeper. He had a twofold clarity journey for me. First, I quickly realized that I needed to be more aware of where I was, what season I was in, what was going on in and around me. You know, many times we think that we know what is going on in us, around us. We think that we know what season we are in, but we do not know, or maybe we are just scratching the surface because we are on the fast lane, because we are in a hurry. See, it is often when we slow down and take breaks that our eyes open up to the real reason behind that anger, behind that bitterness, behind that resentment, behind that envy. It is in those moments that your eyes open up to what is the real source of your joy, your peace, your happiness, that courage, that boldness, that strength. Could it be that what you are looking at to be the source of your strength, your happiness, is really not the source? You know, and sometimes it's way down the road that we realize that That's not the source of your joy and happiness. And could it be that that thing you are looking at to be the reason why you are angry and bitter may not even be the reason, or maybe it's just partly the reason why you find yourself in that state? You know, the pain that people cause us, at times that pain is magnified by another pain that already lies within. And it is when you cease, you slow down, you pull back from time to time, that you become more aware. You are able to really identify where that pain lies, where that trauma lies, and deal with it, accordingly. If not, you would just be dealing with symptoms, trying to treat them, getting ice packs and trying to numb that pain. Meanwhile, the real disease is hiding somewhere and making some real ugly babies. A couple of months ago, I shared with us about growth from the inside out. And I said it was very important to be able to identify that specific area in your life that needs growth. Let me tell you, slowing down, taking breaks from time to time will help you take your eyes off others and put it on yourself. It will reveal to you. And in a beautiful way, I was able to see weaknesses that were disguised as strengths and strengths that were mistaken for weaknesses. And oh my goodness, this brought a lot of awareness, so much awareness of what was going on in and around me. I was able to really just see me and see that some things around me was as a result of the things that were happening in me. How aware are you of the things that are happening in you and around you, in the lives of those around you? How aware are you? You cannot answer this question if you are constantly on the fast lane. True transformation cannot happen when you are in a hurry. The second benefit from my sabbatical break is that it helped me gain clarity for where I wanted to go next. Remember, I told you it was a twofold clarity journey. I've just shared with you the first one, and this is the second one. This is more like the exciting one, the one I was kind of looking forward to. But again, the answer came to me not like I expected. One of the days I was having my Bible study, studying the book of John, and then I came to chapter 29, where Jesus was addressing Thomas, saying, now that you have seen, you have believed. But blessed are those who have not seen and have yet believed. And immediately this question, that's talking about addressing more salvation. But then this question popped up within me, in my spirit, like, Shanta, why do you so badly want to gain clarity? And I was like, of course I want to gain clarity because I want to know where you're sending me, Lord. I don't want to go where you have not sent me. I don't want to do what you've not asked me to do, right? We always have this proper holy answers to give, but guess what? That's not the real reason. The real reason is that we are afraid to walk by faith. We do not want to walk by faith. We want to walk by facts. We do not want to trust and obey. We want to know and obey. So sometimes it's not really an obedience issue. It's a control issue. We want the proof, the facts. We want to see more than we have been shown, so that we will have that feeling of we are in control. Because that's just the only way that we know how to get rid of anxiety and fear. That anxiousness is to be in control. And so you get on that performance wagon to do, especially in this day and time where you are valued by what you do. There's a lot of importance attached to what you do, and so we want to do in order to belong. We want to you see, when people begin to feel like they're losing control, you see how rattled and fearful and anxious they are. God's formula for dealing with fear is not to be in control. God's formula for dealing with fear is to know that He is in control, to rely and just bask in His love that drives away every fear. Now, please, I do not have anything against doing or performing. Those are the things I actually share on this channel. I keep encouraging us to, with things that we should do to carry out our assignment effectively. But I'm just saying here that before you get carried away with the do, sometimes pull back, stop, and just be. Then your eyes will open up that you just don't need more things to do, because you probably have not even done the ones that God has already asked you to do. So I got into this sabbatical thinking I had a clarity problem, but then I saw that I had an obedience problem. See, great performance will almost always lead to great achievement, but great performance will not always lead to great fulfillment. What will give you true joy and fulfillment is when you trust and obey, because obedience is better than sacrifice. Obeying even when it makes no sense brings honor to God and brings fulfillment inside of your heart. So maybe you're thinking you have a clarity problem, like I thought, but maybe what you really have is an obedience problem. Have you obeyed the last thing He showed you? Have you obeyed the things that He has been putting in your spirit? Or maybe you don't even know it because you have been in a hurry, you're on a fast lane, you're in a noisy place, and you just cannot hear. Then maybe it's a season for you to pull back. Maybe it's a season for you to slow down. Maybe it's a season for you to take a sabbatical. Now, this third benefit is one that meant a lot to me. It meant so much to me, and I believe it should equally be a game changer for anyone who says that they are pursuing their purpose in life. And this benefit is that it helped me. This break time helped me to find new depths to my passion. You know, another question I had to deal with during this sabbatical break was that of how deeply do you care? How strong is your desire to see people pursue their purpose with more clarity and balance? How badly do you want to see people bloom and flourish in their everyday lives? And these are things you hear me say a lot on this channel. I believe it in my heart. You know, it's so deep within me that I want to see that in people. So initially I was even like, why is this question coming to me? But then I realized, you know, at the end of this my break, that God wanted to take me deeper. He wanted me to experience deeper levels of that passion. See, if you are constantly on the fast lane, chances are that you are hardly fully present in the moments of your life. And if you are not fully present, then your heart is not fully connected. And if your heart is not fully connected to that moment, to that activity, to what you're doing, is not fully invested, then chances are you will miss out on opportunities that would have sparked or taken you to deeper levels of your passion. Now, this break helped me to slow down and be more fully present in whatever I was doing. And generally, I'm a very present person. It's either I'm fully doing it or I'm not. It's either I'm with you or I'm not. I don't know how to do things a certain way. But for me to still have experienced what I experienced, that should tell you that there are deeper levels of being present. And sometimes we're only able to go that deep when we slow down, when we pull back, when we take breaks. I was not rushing over calls, over conversations, over activities, and some of those conversations that I would otherwise have considered interruptions, maybe they would have irritated me, gotten me angry. Because I was in no rush, I invested in them. And guess what? I found in them opportunities to pour out that which I say that I am passionate about. I'm presently behind a few people who shared some things with me, and you know, seeing them take baby steps every day towards accomplishing their goals gives me so much joy. So if you're one of those who keeps saying, I don't know what my passion is, I don't know if I'm even passionate about anything, I would say first get out of your bubble. But when you do get out, do not run over to the super fast lane. Stay where you can be fully present in whatever you are doing. And as you are keeping at it, somewhere you will find what makes your heart skip. And when you find it, build on it. And if you're that person saying, I already found my purpose, I have my beautiful vision board hanging somewhere, I would say ask yourself, how connected am I to this vision? How connected am I to this vision? If you do not slow down or sometimes take breaks to reconnect, you may be on this fast performance lane without realizing that you have disconnected from the thing that put you on that road in the first place, or on that path in the first place. Now, I'll conclude by saying that there are so many more beautiful things that I experienced during this break time. I would even share with you some of the detailed activities in another separate video. But I chose to share with you the top 3 because those are the things that really meant so much to me. In fact, this is another beautiful thing. I did not even realize that this break was going to lead up to this new chapter in my life. So I'm in a very grateful place. I'm in a full place. I'm just so grateful to God for the wisdom, for the strength, for where He's taking me. I'm just full of joy in this season, and I owe it all to God. And I would like to also know, what are some of the beautiful things that have come out of your own break time, some time off that you have taken, be it short or long. Please do share with me in the comment section below some of the benefits of time off, of sabbatical. I'm so charged, pumped up and excited to chat with you in the comment section below, so please do let me know. And for those who are saying, oh, I think I need a sabbatical, I think I need a break, some time off, please don't just jump into it. There's so many things to consider. Is it your season for it? You know, so many other things that I'm going to be sharing in a separate video, because it was not all smooth for me. There are some things that I will do differently when next I'm taking a break. So I would like to share those things with you so that you would learn from my own mistakes that I did during this past break. So in another video, I'll be sharing with you how to really plan and have an effective sabbatical, so that after your time off, after your break, you know, you really come out with something beautiful. It is beneficial for you. You're not regretting the time that you took off. So if you've not subscribed, please do so. Hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when those videos do come up. And if you've watched up till this point, thank you so much. As you exit, please do give me the thumbs up. Let us remind Mr. YouTube algorithm that Shanti Bloom is back. Thank you all so much for watching, and see you in the next.